My name is Eric Schiffauer, and I am Chicago Biomedical Consortium's first Entrepreneurial Fellow. I'm from Frederick, Maryland, and I did my undergraduate degree at George Mason University in Northern Virginia, studying biology, and I did a PhD at Johns Hopkins University studying biochemistry, cellular molecular biology. Started with bacterial work as an undergraduate, so I worked on bacterial cell motility. After I graduated college, I worked in a cystic fibrosis lab studying the cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator protein, which is an ion channel, in cell systems and in mice. And during my PhD, I studied cytoskeletal proteins, specifically actin and myosin, their role in pancreatic cancer cell migration and metastasis, and then trying to develop small molecules that could perturb the behavior of those cytoskeletal proteins in order to prevent migration and metastasis or slow it. And then immediately prior to joining the Entrepreneurial Fellow program, I worked with a family office doing early seed stage technical analysis of biotech companies in order to make investment decisions in those companies. So the Chicago Biomedical Consortium, or the CBC, seeks to foster biomedical innovation in the city of Chicago through collaborations with three major research universities, those being Northwestern, University of Illinois Chicago, and the University of Chicago. I heard about the Entrepreneurial Fellow program when I was still in Baltimore. I talked to someone at the Tech Ventures office who told me about a new partnership between Deerfield and Northwestern University called Lakeside Discovery, and there had been a similar partnership done at Johns Hopkins. But I actually heard about the Entrepreneurial Fellow program from a second direction because I reached out to someone at the University of Chicago who told me about this program coming through the CBC to try to foster the development of people post their MD or PhD studies who are interested in biotech startup space, drug development, drug discovery, and managing projects like that at an early stage. I decided to apply to the program because it fit exactly what I wanted to do, which was to learn about how drug discovery happens, and to be involved in projects that were moving towards new drug application to the FDA. I was attracted to the Entrepreneurial Fellow program because I'm interested in translating science into treatments for patients. I think one important step in that process is taking discoveries made in academic institutions and applying them towards commercial purpose. And to do that is a complex process called drug discovery. And I didn't know too much about it at the time when I joined. And I've learned a lot in the month I've been here already, as I saw it as a really great opportunity to work with a couple of mentors who have phenomenal amount of experience in getting drugs to market and getting compounds through early phases of drug discovery. I've learned a lot about how the process works in an industry setting, and it's been a very fun and interesting and exciting opportunity to be able to take new ideas, innovative new ideas from the universities we're working with, in this case Northwestern University, from labs at Northwestern, and make them and get them towards new drug applications to the FDA. I completed a paper application online that included CV, an essay about why I wanted to join the program, what my goals were, what my research experience was. And then I had a phone interview with a couple of members of the CBC, and then I came to Chicago, and in person I met with a number of interviewers over 2 days, all of whom I've interacted with since on the projects that I'm working on at UIC and the University of Chicago. So they're all stakeholders in the mission of the CBC, which is to foster biomedical innovation in the city of Chicago. As an entrepreneurial fellow, part of my job is to work with those stakeholders to try and foster entrepreneurial spirit among PhDs, postdocs, young scientists in the city of Chicago. Being a CBC fellow involves two major things. One of them is working with the CBC to foster biomedical innovation in the city of Chicago, which can mean a number of things, including attending events where stakeholders from different universities come and meet, and helping with projects that are applying to the CBC for funding for their Accelerator Catalyst Awards. And the other major part of being an entrepreneurial fellow is being a project coordinator for the projects that I've been assigned to, which are the projects going on under Lakeside Discovery right now. And we are working on 2 projects under the Lakeside umbrella. And so I'm acting as project coordinator there, which means that I am coordinating meetings between all the members of the team, which include the academic investigators and the members of the academic labs, include contract research organizations that we need to have science done by, and include members of the CBC and the members of the Joint Steering Committee that of the Deerfield Northwestern Partnership, to bring all these people together focused around a common goal of performing the basic functions that we need to perform, the experiments that we need to perform to create the data that we need to get the ideas in those 2 projects towards an investigational new drug application to the FDA. The point of what we're doing here is fostering a collaboration between industry and academic organizations. And so there's some different ways of doing things in those 2 organizations. So the biggest obstacles for us so far has been combining what's best about those 2 places, innovation at an academic institution and ideas and a tested process at industry organizations, and bringing those 2 together so that everybody sitting at the table is on the same page and happy about what's happening at each step in the process. So far it's been an incredible learning experience for me, coming from an academic lab to develop an understanding of how things are done in industry and who does what and how you decide who does what and what needs to be done. And it's exactly what I wanted to learn. So I'm very excited about that, but it will probably be the hardest thing we do is working on that integration of those 2 different worlds. An advice that I would give to other applicants is that because I'm the first entrepreneurial fellow, we're early in the process of generating entrepreneurial fellows and designing the program. My advice is that you have a lot of power to ask for what you want when you apply, and to be sure of the type of things that you want to learn from the program, and that the program can be adaptable to help you learn those things. So when I applied, I knew I was very interested in doing kind of coordinating projects around drug discovery. I wanted to learn how you take an idea or a hit from a drug screen and make it into a clinical candidate. And that's exactly what I was allowed to do by the program, but I only knew that because I asked those questions, and I was sure to make it clear what I wanted to get from the program. And so my advice is to know what you want and to mention it and ask how to get it. And I think the program is adaptable, which is great, and I think you can learn many things here. And and people at the CBC are really devoted and committed to the development of their entrepreneurial fellows. And so, in a professional sense, in an academic sense, they will help you learn the things that you want to learn. The advantages of being a CBC fellow, other than the perks that come along with that, including a computer and other technological perks, you get some training in education. So there are programs through Northwestern, for example, that I've been exposed to, like the Management for Scientists and Engineers program that I can train in to get management experience. There are also a lot of skills to be learned through the work done as an entrepreneurial fellow. So one of the things that I was clear about when I started is that I wanted to learn, but I wanted to learn by doing. What this fellowship allows you to do is to move real projects forward towards real new drug applications to the FDA. That's the goal of the project. That's what you'll be working on. And so you learn by doing, and you'll have something to show for the experience. So that's why I was attracted to the program, because it's not really a class. It's really doing the work that it takes to get ideas towards the market. So one of the great benefits of the Entrepreneurial Fellow program is that you get plugged into the biotech ecosystem in the city of Chicago. So it is a community that is well networked, and so far as an Entrepreneurial Fellow, I have met, interacted with, conversed with people at the University of Chicago, at the University of Illinois, Chicago, at Northwestern, all of their tech transfer offices, people involved with investment through those universities, people involved with starting companies at those universities. And so a great benefit of the Entrepreneurial Fellow program is that you get connected to the ecosystem here in Chicago, which is a strong one, and which is one that is growing every day and very exciting. I think Chicago is an exploding biomedical technology ecosystem, and I think along the coasts there is a lot of innovation happening, but the city of Chicago is growing by leaps and bounds every day. And so what's really exciting is that you get to feel like you're kind of on the ground floor and kind of the early stages of what's going to be an amazing, huge community of biotech innovation here in the city of Chicago. The city of Chicago has phenomenal resources for fostering biomedical innovation, and it has phenomenal academic institutions for generating ideas and generating innovation. And so bringing all those together to generate new drugs, new companies, new treatments, diagnostics is really exciting. And Chicago is an exciting place to be right now for this exact purpose. I think the expectations of the CBC are that entrepreneurial fellows will plug into projects that are moving towards the next stages of development in terms of application towards a clinical end. I think the CBC expects real, tangible change to happen in the year that you are an entrepreneurial fellow, moving projects from early stages into later stages of development. And I think also they expect entrepreneurial fellows to learn and to train while making that tangible impact on project development. I think they also expect entrepreneurial fellows to be involved in the promotion of the CBC and the promotion of biomedical innovation in general in the city of Chicago, including meeting with stakeholders at different universities, trying to get to the root of what is the ecosystem in Chicago need, and what can we do to foster development in that area and to meet and reach those needs. And I think the CBC also expects entrepreneurial fellows to to generate some excitement around the idea of entrepreneurship in the biomedical space, and to foster and encourage other PhDs, MDs, early trained individuals to want to go in and get their hands dirty and try to make drug development happen at early stage companies or out of academic labs. So as a CBC Entrepreneurial Fellow, I expect to learn a lot about drug discovery. I expect to learn a lot about project coordination, project management. I expect to learn a lot about how industry and academic labs can collaborate and how to foster collaboration between those two entities. I expect to learn a lot about how to manage contracts, manage all parts of a project, and try to get a project towards the broader vision of what needs to be done and break it down into what needs to be done on a day-to-day basis. But I also expect to get plugged into an ecosystem here in Chicago and to foster the relationships that I can between people that I meet at the University of Chicago, the people I meet at the University of Illinois, the people I meet at Northwestern, people who are stakeholders in biomedical innovation in the city of Chicago that aren't mentioned previously, and to become a part of an ecosystem, to network with those people, and to learn a lot about what Chicago's doing well, what Chicago's going to do next, and where Chicago's going in the biomedical space. So I would encourage anyone to apply for the Entrepreneurial Fellow Program who's interested in taking academic ideas and making them into commercially viable products. So anyone with an entrepreneurial spirit who wants to create a company, who wants to learn how companies are run, who wants to try and figure out exactly what gets done at an industry lab to make all the safety and all the efficacy and all the data come together to the FDA to make an application to make a drug. I think anybody who's interested in those things should absolutely apply to the Entrepreneurial Fellow Program. Anyone who's excited about biomedical entrepreneurship and innovation in the city of Chicago, who's excited about new companies that will be built here and the future of biotech in Chicago, I think those people would do well to apply to the program, because you'll get plugged into the network, you'll learn all the things you want to learn, and you'll meet amazing people, be mentored by amazing people.